Before this topic we had done consistency or inconsistency of system of equations. Now we are doing solve the system of equation by matrix method or principal matrix method. In 10th class you were solving two equation by elimination method, substitution method, graphical method, cross multiplication method, but we have to use matrix method. Two variables are given, we have to solve two equations. Sometimes three variables will be given, you have to solve three equations. So how to solve? Working method is above system of equations can be written as above system of equations can be written as you have to take coefficients of x and y. They are 5 2 in first equation, second equation 7 3, and variables are two variables x y, and right hand side constant values 4 and 5. Or we can say that ax equal to b. Now we have to find where what is A? A is matrix of coefficients, that is 5 2 7 3. X is matrix of variables xy, and B is right hand side constant values 4 5. Multiplying both the side by A inverse. So this is A inverse AX equal to A inverse B. We know that A inverse A is Ix equal to A inverse B, or X equal to A inverse B. So for this, A inverse is required. What is A? A is 5 2 7 3. As I told you how to find A inverse in previous lecture. So for A inverse, what is the formula? Adjoint A upon determinant A. So how to find determinant A? Determinant A is, matrix A is given 5 2 7 3. So this is 15 minus 14. This is plus 1, which is not equal to 0. Therefore A inverse exists. Because if determinant A will be 0, A inverse does not exist. This matrix will be, if determinant A is 0, matrix will be singular matrix. This is non-singular matrix. We can find inverse. So how to find adjoint A? As I told you, for 2 by 2, it is very simple job to find adjoint A. Directly you can write A adjoint A. As I told you earlier, leading diagonal interchange. So you can write 3 5. Interchange means exchange these two values and change sign of other diagonal. Means minus 2 minus 7. This is for 2 by 2 shortcut method, not applicable for 3 by 3. Therefore A inverse equal to adjoint A upon determinant A. Determinant is 1 upon 1, and this is 3 minus 2 minus 7 5. So if your 1 upon 1 means 1, so finally A inverse is 3 minus 2 minus 7 5. So we have got A inverse. Now we'll substitute values in equation 1. Putting values in 1. So equation 1 is x equal to A inverse B. X is matrix of variables. A inverse is 3 minus 2 minus 7 and 5. And right hand side constant, B is right hand side constant value, they are 4 5. Now multiply these two matrix, then we'll compare. How to multiply? Half T method. 3 4s are 12 minus 10. First row, first column, there is no other column. If there is other column, we can write here, but we are going down, we are taking second row, first column, minus 4 7s are 28, 5 5s are 25. So this is what? 12 minus 10 2, this is minus 3. So on comparing, we can say that x equal to 2 and y equal to minus 3. This is the answer. So whenever you have to solve, first of all you need to find determinant A. If determinant A is not equal to 0, system has unique solution, and this is the unique solution, x2 y minus 3. In examination it will be given that using matrix method, means you have to use matrix method. You cannot use elimination method, substitution method. If you will use that, you will get 0 marks. So remember that. Now I have done question number 7, which contains two variables. Now we come to this question number 11. This contains three equations, 2x plus y plus z equal to 1. First equation, second equation is this, and third is this. So above system of equations can be written as, coefficients are 2, 1, 1, 1 minus 2 minus 1, and x coefficient is not there in equation 3, so 0, y coefficient plus 3 minus 5, x, y, z. There are three variables, we are getting three equations, and right hand side values are 1, 3 by 2, 9. Or we can say that ax equal to b. I have given explanation of how to get x equal to A inverse B. You have to explain. In previous question I would explain here, multiplying by A inverse. Here directly I am writing, if you are getting 100 out of 100, means you have to explain this step also. But already I have explained this in question number 7. So directly I am writing x equal to A inverse B. If a child is getting 100 out of 100, means his or her each and every step will be checked. So be careful. Now we have to find A inverse. For A inverse, first of all, right, for A inverse we are starting working process. A inverse is adjoint A upon determinant A. So first of all we'll find a determinant A. If determinant A is not equal to 0, then only solution is possible. So this is 2, 1, 1, 1 minus 2 minus 1, 0, 3 minus 5. Now expanding with respect to, you can expand with respect to any row, any column. Here I am expanding with respect to C1 because I have to expand for two elements, other element is 0. So how to do is, 2, don't take this row and column, we are getting this subdeterminant. So minus 2 into minus 5 plus 10, direct I am writing, minus sign in between, this is minus 3, this will be plus 3. Now we have to change sign of second element. Don't take this row and column. So lap product is 1 into minus 5, minus sign in between, 3 we are finding for 1. So don't take this row and column, minus 5 and in between minus sign, then 3. Another element is 0, so no need to write. This is 13, 2s are 26. This is minus 8 plus 1 plus 8. So 36 and 8, this is 34. So determinant A is 34, not equal to 0. Therefore A is invertible. You can write invertible, or you can say A inverse exists. Now determinant A is 34, which is not equal to 0. So A inverse exists, or A is invertible. After getting determinant A, we need to find adjoint A, because A inverse is adjoint A upon determinant A. Determinant A already we have got. Now adjoint A, you need to find cofactor of all 9 elements. Cofactor of A11, that is A11 minus 1 power this order. So we are finding cofactor of this element. Don't take this row and column. Subdeterminant of 2 minus 1, 3 minus 5. So minus 1 power 1 plus 1. Subdeterminant of 2 minus 1, 3 minus 5. So minus 1 power even number plus 1, 10, minus sign in between, minus 3, this will become plus 3, 13. Same way we can find, already I explained how to find cofactor of A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, 32, 33. Means we have to find cofactor of all elements. After finding cofactors, we have to substitute these cofactors in respective positions. So matrix of cofactors 13, 5, 3, 8, minus 10, minus 6, 1, 3, minus 5. Remember that you have to find its transpose. That will be adjoint. So adjoint of matrix A is its transpose. First row will become first column 13, 5, 3. Second row will become second column 8, minus 10, minus 6. Third row will become third column 1, 3, minus 5. Now, therefore, A inverse is adjoint A upon determinant A. 1 upon determinant A is 34. Already we have got determinant A, and adjoint A is 13, 8, 1, 5, minus 10, 3, 3, minus 6, minus 5. Now, we'll substitute, after getting A inverse, we'll substitute value of A inverse in equation 1. Putting values in 1, equation 1 was x equal to A inverse B. X is matrix of variables x, y, z. A inverse is 1 upon 34, 13, 8, 1, 5, minus 10, 3, 3, minus 6, minus 5, and B is right hand side values. Right hand side values are 1, 3 by 2 and 9. Now we have to multiply these two matrices. Thereafter we'll take 1 upon 34 inside. First row, first column, half T method. 13 ones are 13. Plus sign in between. 8 into 3 by 2. 8 into 3 by 2. 8 into 3 by 2. This is 12. So 12. Now 1 into 9. 9. This is first row, first column. Now we don't have other column. We are going down. We are taking second row, and this column. 5 into 1, 5. 5 into 1, 5. Minus 10 into 3 by 2. Minus 10 into 3 by 2. This is become minus 15. Now 3 into 9, 27. Thereafter third row and this column. 3 ones are 3. Now minus 6 into 3 by 2. Minus 6 into 3 by 2. This is minus 9. And minus 5 into 9, minus 45. So we have got finally 1 upon 34. 25 and 9. 34. This is 27 and 5. 32. 32 minus 15. 32 minus 15 is 17. And this is 3 minus 9, minus 6. Minus 6 and 45. Minus 51. Minus 6 and minus 45, minus 51. Now we'll take this 1 upon 34 inside, because this is matrix. We have to multiply all elements by 1 upon 34. So 34 upon 34, and this is 17 upon 34, minus 51 upon 34. If you simplify, 34 upon 34, 1, 17 upon 34, 1 by 2, this is 17 to the 20, minus 3 by 2. When you are comparing, on comparing we'll get x equal to 1, y equal to 1 by 2, z equal to minus 3 by 2. How can you check your answer is correct or not? You can substitute these values in equation 1, 2 or 3. After putting value, if LHS and RHS are equal, it takes only 10 seconds to verify. So this is the result of this equation.